Hello, friends. Welcome back for another afternoon flow with me here today on your virtual mat. While we're at home, I invite you to bring any props into your practice if you like a few blocks or a blanket, maybe a strap, bolster, whatever you have on hand that works good for you. And let's start by taking a seat, perhaps on our blanket, on our mat. And let's find ourselves in this space. In this time, wherever you might be in the world, get comfortable in your seated position. Give yourself a gentle rock side to side so you can really root down into those sits bones. And start to sit up a little bit taller, drawing up through your vertebrae, drawing up through the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it all the way out through your mouth. Let's enjoy a few breaths like that, just to bring ourselves onto our mat. Drawing in fresh, clean air, clean energy and thoughts on every inhale, and releasing out anything stale, stale air, stale energy, stale thoughts with every exhale. Enjoy one more all the way in. Beautiful. Exhale all the way out. Now on your next inhale, we're going to slide forward a little bit more and really start to scoop in and draw up. Giving that spine a little bit of love. And then as you exhale, we're going to round into the back. You can hang on to the knees, lean into those shoulders. Inhaling, again, sliding forward, scooping up. Exhale, round back. Find your flow. See how your spine feels in this moment. Maybe you want to lean back into those shoulders a little bit more, give them a little wiggle, starting to wake things up. Maybe you want to spend a little more time sliding through the spine as you come up. Moving at your pace with your breath. Good job. Take one more big inhale in. Exhale, come out and just let that chin come to your chest as you sit up tall. Lick your lips, wiggle out your face. I invite you to close your eyes if you haven't already. Just take a moment here and breathe into the back of your neck, the tops of your shoulders. Beautiful. All right, gently lift the gaze, lift the head, come on back up. Welcome to your practice. Inhale, sweep those arms out and all the way up to the sky. Sparkle the fingers on your way up and allow the shoulder blades to drop down on your back. Reaching up, take a few breaths here. Still anchoring down through those roots, but whoa, pardon me, still anchoring down through the root, through those sits bones, and then drawing up through the spine, through the crown of the head. Beautiful. Take another breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to turn and twist to the right. Plant that right hand down behind you, left hand in front of you. Turn and look over your right shoulder. Enjoy 3 breaths on this side. As you sit up tall through your heart, focus on keeping those hip points facing forward. This time we want to really twist from the top of our torso as we look back. Make any other adjustments that would feel good to you. All right, one more breath. And as you exhale, we're going to turn and look to the left. Only turn your head. Keep everything else the same. And let's see if you can slowly bring that gaze over your left shoulder. We're going to stay on this side for 3 breaths. Lifting up through the heart, anchoring through those sits bones, allowing the shoulders to twist to the right as the gaze is turning to the left. Beautiful. Gently unwind, bring everything back to center. Give the shoulders a little wiggle. Turn your head side to side. All right, let's find some shoulder circles, rounding those shoulders all the way up by the ears, drawing them together on your back, letting the blade slide down the back, and then lifting all the way back up. All right, go in the other direction. Balance out your circles. Maybe you want to take them one at a time. You get to choose at this point. All right, come back to your center, sway side to side, getting back into those sits bones. Inhale, sweep those arms again all the way out to the sides, swimming all the way up to the top, sliding those shoulder blades down, lifting up through the heart. Take a breath here. Good job. Take another breath. And as you exhale, turn and twist to the left. Turn and twist, plant that left hand behind you. You choose what to do with that right hand. Are you going to keep it out in front of you? Are you going to bring it over to your knee and help yourself twist a little bit further? Again, hip points staying forward, shoulders twisting, focusing on the twist on the top of the torso. Looking over that left shoulder, enjoy 3 breaths. Cleansing the body with the breath. Beautiful. Enjoy one more breath on that side. And as you exhale, slowly turn your gaze. Keep everything else exactly where it is. Turn your gaze, and we're going to take our gaze all the way over the right shoulder as our torso is twisted to the left. Sitting up tall, feel this twist throughout the spine. Make any adjustments so it feels better to you. Do you want to maybe look out of the corner of that right eye? Get a little further into the twist. Beautiful. One more breath. And as you exhale, release gently, slowly slide back to center. Wiggle out the shoulders. Good job. Okay, now we're going to take our hands and set them behind you so that you can lean back. Fingers are facing towards the back. And gently bring one leg up and out, and then the other. Nice. Give them a little shimmy, a little shake. And then bring those feet to the ground. And just find some gentle windshield wipers side to side. Inhaling up through center, exhaling knees over to the side. Good job. Give those legs a little love. Say hello to your hips. Anchoring down in those hands behind you. That helps you have a nice solid foundation. So you can just slide around on that blanket, on that mat. Seeing how your body feels today. What little adjustments do you want to make so it feels better? All right. Beautiful. Come on back up. And we're going to cross our legs again, but this time do it the non-dominant way. So if you had your right leg in front last time, this time put your left leg in front. Swaying side to side on your sits bones. Let's find that solid foundation. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way out and up. Reaching up to the sky, shoulders slide down. Take a breath here. Beautiful. Take another breath. Okay, let's exhale. Reach those arms forward. Long, reach them forward all the way down to the ground, and then crawl yourself forward. Find a gentle forward fold here and sway side to side. Nod your head, yes and no. Lick your lips. Unclench your jaw. What other little movement could you make to release a little bit of tension in your body. Maybe you want to bring those shoulders up by the ears, squeeze them up, and let them relax down. All right. Inhale, half lift. Bring the hands up a little bit higher. Exhale, forward fold. Stay here for a few breaths. Sigh them all the way out. Releasing some tension in our bodies through our breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Releasing anything stale with every exhale. Good job. Walk the hands back, lift the gaze, come on back up. Sway side to side. Find your seat. Adjust whatever needs an adjustment. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way back up. Sparkle the fingers, drop the shoulders, lift that heart. Exhale, turn and twist to the left. Plant that left hand behind you. You choose, what are you doing with the right? Are you reaching out to the front? Do you want it on the ground in front of you? Do you like to reach it across to that knee? Find a way to see if you could go a little bit further this time than you did the last time we were here. Bringing that gaze over the left shoulder. Enjoy 3 breaths on this side. On that last exhale, gently release, unwind all the way back to center. Wiggle out the shoulders. Nice. Nod the head. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. Nice. Come on back to center. Inhale, sweep the arms back up. Reaching all the way up to the sky. Drop those shoulders down. Take a breath here. Good job. One more breath. Beautiful. Now, we're going to take another breath here. And as you exhale, I know you think we're going to twist. We're not going to twist just yet. On this exhale, bring those arms down behind your back. Interlace those fingers. Draw your shoulder blades together. Lift up through your heart. Enjoy some ginormous breaths here, cleansing out the entire core with your breath. If your body does not love hanging on to those hands behind your back, we always like options, right? So another option would be to put your hands on your lower back and lift up through your heart. Or a third option could be the same thing we did with our hands before when we were leaning back and doing the windshield wipers. You can lean back and push up through your heart, take some breath. The whole point here is to open up the entire front of the heart space, the front of the shoulders, the chest, throughout the ribs, the hip. Beautiful. Come on back up from wherever you are. Bring the arms out to the sides. Wiggle out the shoulders. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, inhale, sweep all the way back up. Nice. Shoulders dropping down, hearts lifted. Nice. Take another breath. Exhale, turn and twist to the right. Complete your twist on this side. What feels good with your left arm? Do you want to reach out to the front, touching down on the floor in front of you, maybe coming over to that knee, trying to sink in a little bit further. And then let's enjoy 3 breaths. Twisting out any toxins in that torso. Giving the organs a little love. Good job on that last exhale. Gently come on back to center. Wiggle out the shoulders. Wiggle, wiggle. Good. Let's give them a little bounce up and down, just to kind of release more of that stress. You can rock side to side as you do this. Lick the lips, wiggle out the face. Can be goofy, but you're at home, you're alone, who cares? Yeah, beautiful. Okay. Good job. Now again, lean back. Let's help those knees come together, bringing the feet to the ground. Inhale, bring one arm all the way up and back, plant it on the ground. And then we're going to take the other arm up and back, plant it on the ground. Scoot your feet a little bit, scoot your butt a little bit closer to your feet. We're going to reach those windshield wipers again. So big breath in, push up through the chest. And then as you exhale, drop your knees over to the side. Inhale up through center. Exhale over to the other side. You don't have to drop your knees all the way over to the side if you don't want. You could sway them like this. The important part here is to move with your breath. So this is not a hurry. We're not in a race of any kind. Just exploring those hips. That's why I like to bring my leg all the way, or my hip all the way over. If you want a little more, you could even bring that knee over. Just reach a little further. And then come on back to center. Onto that other hip. Up and over. And if you want to reach with that leg, you could reach a little bit more or not. These are all just options. Where are your hips feeling this morning? Beautiful. Okay, we're going to take one more on each side. And come meet me on the left side. We're going to come on the left side, lift yourself up and come down on your left hip. Replant the left hand down. So you're really nice and firm on that hand, on that hip. And then lift your right arm up. Bring your gaze down. That right middle finger, find that strong warrior gaze. Take a breath in, sigh it out. All right, we'll take another breath in. And as you do, we're going to draw our hand across the horizon. Follow it with your gaze. And just let it go across the horizon. You could even sparkle your fingers a little bit along the way. And then keep going all the way to the other side. Go all the way around. You're going to reach around to the back side. Finding this beautiful, nice, long side body stretch. Make any adjustments so that the stretch feels good to your body and get really long. Maybe you want to reach a little further with that hand all the way to the back of the room, sparkling the hands. Take some breaths here. Sighing them out through the mouth. Beautiful. One more breath. As you exhale, we're going to come out the same way we came in. Nice, slow, controlled, drawing the arm across the horizon. Bring it all the way to the other side and let your knees start to come over with it. We're going to slide over on our right hip this time, planting down on the right arm, sliding up and over onto the right hip. Those knees drop over to the right. Even if you want a few windshield wipers in between, just to, give yourself a little wiggle. There we go. Now get yourself set up on that side. Lift that left arm. Looking down, strong warrior gaze. Take a breath. Exhaling, reaching over. Drawing your arm across the horizon. Sparkle the fingers. Give them a little wiggle. Go all the way, all the way, all the way. Make any adjustments. Once you get there, what would you like to adjust? Do you want to lift up that right hand and get on it a little bit more firmly? Reaching all the way towards the back of the room. Nice long side body stretch. Take some big breaths in. Sigh them all the way out. Beautiful. Take another breath. As you exhale, we're going to slowly come on out. Drawing that arm all the way across the horizon. Bringing the knees up and over. Come back onto the butt and scoot your hands back up. Bring yourself back up to the top and let's extend our legs long. Give them a little wiggle. I'm going to come over this side so you can just see a little better. Give them a little wiggle, little shimmy. Point and flex your feet. Let's point and flex our hands. Doing some wrist and ankle circles. All right. Anchor down in your heels. Sweep the arms forward and up. Still allowing those shoulders to drop down. Take a breath. Okay, we're going to exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands down first. Then allow them to touch your knees, your calves, your ankles. Gently slide yourself down. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to stop? It's totally up to you. Once you get to this forward fold that feels good to you, sway side to side. Bring your chin back to your chest. Lick your lips, wiggle out your face. What other little movements could you do to release some tension in your body? Some people don't love the forward fold because it hurts the back of their legs. So just for a tip, what you could do if you're one of those people, I invite you to take your blanket and roll it up and tuck it under your knee. Give yourself some extra support and then try that again. Everybody lift all the way back up and then exhale, come back down, hands down to the legs and slide yourself down and see what a difference that makes when you give yourself just a little bit of padding. Kind of makes it so well, it doesn't kind of make it, it makes it so that your legs don't have to try to work to relax down. Even if you're up here, I'm sure it still feels better down here with that support. So sway side to side. Nod the head, yes and no. Good job. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Take one more breath here and then start to walk yourself back up, one hand at a time. Nice. Do a few more ankle rolls, wrist rolls. We're going to slide over into a tabletop. So come meet me there. If you did make your blanket into a roll, now would be a good time to just unroll it. Nice. Okay, find your tabletop. So I like that blanket under my knees, wrists under elbows, under hips, wrists under elbows, under shoulders, pardon me, knees under hips. All right, take a breath, sigh it out. Just start to find some movement. You could start by swaying your hips side to side. Maybe turning those wrists inward, doing some circles. Circle in both directions. Beautiful. Find some organic movement here. What feels good to you? Is it more swaying side to side? Is it front to back? Do you want to lean into those hips a little bit more? All right, meet me back in table. Take a breath. Sigh it out. Okay, lean into your hands a little bit more. Tuck your toes. We're going to lift our knees just about 2 inches off the ground. Just start by activating the core. Take a breath. Beautiful. Maybe lean a little bit forward to make sure that you're stacking the wrists under elbows, under shoulders. Beautiful. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, lift those hips up to the sky. We're going to come up into our downward dog. Good job. Pedal it out. Nod the head, yes and no. All right. Take a few breaths, rock front to back. Find some more organic movement. What feels good to you? Is it the pedaling out? Do you want to anchor down in your heels and lift those hips up to the sky? Let's see if we can sink a little further. Let the heart melt down towards the ground. And then gently release your neck. Look back between your feet. Let the neck relax. Beautiful. Now let's take a vinyasa nice and slow, lifting the gaze, looking forward. Inhale forward through your dog. Chaturanga down into your plank. You could let the knees come down to the ground, untuck the toes. Take a breath here, nice and slow, gentle afternoon yoga. Zip those legs up. Inhale, up, lifting up through the heart. Beautiful. Exhale, bring that heart back down to the ground. Hands are still right under those shoulders. Tuck your toes. We're going to push through the plank. Nice little gentle push through up into downward dog. Good job, yogis. Pedal it out. Could get a little bit crazier with the pedaling. Just start to look under whatever elbow, armpit is on that side. Yep. All right. When you're ready, slowly walk the feet to meet your hands. Come into your forward fold. And just relax down. Could sway side to side. Nod your head yes and no. Beautiful. Now gently bring your hands to your feet. We're going to slowly half lift. Lift up. And then exhale, come back down. Nod your head yes and no. Good job. Take another inhale, half lift. Just roll up the spine and then exhale, come back down. Okay, now from where you are at the top of your mat, we're going to take a breath, plant your hands. I ended up at the bottom of my mat, pardon me, at the top of your mat. Plant your hands down. Hopefully you have your blocks here, right? Yes. So planting your hands down, come up, bring those blocks into play right in front of your feet. Beautiful, supported, half lift, and then exhale, come back down. All right, come on back up. And what we're going to do is we're going to step the right foot into the center of the mat, just kind of scoot it into the center, and then inhale the left knee into the chest. Beautiful. And then exhale, extend that leg long and step out into a lunge. Nice, slow. All right, so here's our lunge. Come down into it. And then inhale, straighten that leg, come back up. And gently, we're going to rock front to back. Straight-legged lunge, and then just come on down. It's like a slow flow here. Maybe you need to adjust your costume, your comfy clothes, and then come on back down, bring the hands down. Just keep with that. Come up into that straight-legged lunge, bring the blocks on their tall setting. Just take a breath here. Maybe if you're a little hyper flexible like me, try not to hyperextend your knee like that. We want to be still in charge and in control. All right, now we're going to walk ourselves through center. So they'll come into the left. Bring those blocks with you. Turn and pivot. Both feet are going to turn towards the front. They're nice, wide-legged, forward fold. Exhale, come down. Good job. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. All right, one more time. We're going to go to the other side. Inhale, half lift. Bring yourself up. Bring the blocks with you. Turn and pivot to the left. So now left foot is forward, right foot is back. Blocks are on the tall setting. Just take a breath here. Both legs are straight. Then bring those blocks back down to the half setting if you like, coming down into your lunge. Exhale back up. Inhale forward. Exhale back. You want to come up and fix your legs. See what's going on. Or is your stance where you want it to be? All right. Good job. Take one more breath. Sink down a little further. Okay, and then come on back up. Take a breath here. Make sure we're not hyperextending that front leg. All right, blocks back to the tallest setting. Let's walk back to center. Turn and pivot. Both feet are going to be facing the same direction, parallel. Beautiful. Okay, now let's bring one hand to one hip, the other hand to the other hip. Bend in those knees a little bit, and then bring yourself up to a standing position. Good job. Give your shoulders a wiggle. Bring those feet in a little bit closer. Not all the way. I don't want full mountain pose. And let's scoot our blanket out of the way if it's still on our mat. And let's scoot the blocks out of the way as well. All right, perfect. So feet are a little bit wider, not in that wide-legged, but not in the mountains. So, Goldilocks right in between. Okay. So rock front to back on those legs. Bring those hands back to your hips. Let's root down in the feet. Take a breath. All right. So now start to sway side to side, bend into one knee and then the other. Okay. Bring the hands to the heart. Maybe stay a little bit longer on this side. Inhale up through center. Stay a little bit longer on the other side. Come on back up. All right, good job. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Root down in those feet. Hands reaching all the way up, up, up. Exhale, hands come together at prayer. Draw them all the way down to your heart. Take a breath. Beautiful. Let's do that 2 more times. Ginormous sun breaths. Inhale, reaching all the way up, up, up. Exhale, hands together, coming down through that centered channel, drawing all that goodness right into your heart, into your aura, into your being. One more breath, up, up, up. Exhale, come on down. Beautiful. Anchoring into your practice. Take a breath. Let's step back into that wide-legged stance. Beautiful. Bend into the knees. Come on back up straight. Just make sure your legs are where you want them. All right. Let's come on down into our goddess pose. Beautiful. Adjust whatever needs to be adjusted. And once you get there, sway side to side. Just sink down. Beautiful. All right. Now, with that gentle sway side to side, let's just start to move a little bit of energy. So we're going to take this right hand. We're going to lean into our left leg and we're going to slide over to the side. Up and down through the center, hands back together. Take a breath. We're going to go to the other side, scooping that left hand over to the right and all the way up and over. Beautiful. Inhale back to the left, pushing with that right hand all the way up. Move at your pace with your breath. All right, now we're going to turn and pivot. So even get into a little bit further. Turn into that lunge stance all the way up. Beautiful. Come back. Nice. Go to the other side. Turn the feet. Ooh, good job. Come back down to center. One more on each side. All right. Stay here for a breath. Sway side to side. Inhale, sweep those arms all the way up. Let's enjoy a few moments in our 5-pointed star. You could let your feet get a little wider. Let your heart feel a little bit more open. Let those shoulders relax down on your back, anchoring into those heels. Close your eyes, bring that gaze up to your third eye. Enjoy some breaths here. Draw all that fresh, clean air, clean energy, and clean thoughts right into your entire being, into your heart, into your aura, to all the space that you feel that is also inside you and outside you, all around you. Nothing but goodness. Raising our frequencies, stepping out of those lower vibrations, welcoming in nothing but love, which is the highest frequency of all, especially when it's self-love, protecting yourself, your time, your space, your energy. Take another breath. All right, sparkle the fingers. Bring the hands back up at the top together at prayer. And as you exhale, draw all this goodness right into your heart. Bring your hands into your heart. Bow your head into that heart space. Enjoy a moment for gratitude for this practice that finds you anywhere in the world, in your world, connecting it with mine. What a lovely gift. All right, one more ginormous breath. And as you exhale, we're going to slide down through center into a wide-legged forward fold. Hands come down to the ground. If your blocks are nearby, you could still give yourself a little support. Some people like to rest their head down on a block. Some people might want to rest their arms on a block. So then they could feel like they're relaxing their neck a little bit more. Do whatever helps you feel good. Adjust whatever needs an adjustment. Maybe you want to hold your head in your hands. You could take your hands and interlace those fingers and relax your head into the hands. Releasing not only the back of the neck, but the lower part of the back. Some people like to rest their hands on their feet, maybe on the floor, perhaps drawing them under your legs and just crawling yourself a little bit further towards the ground, allowing that crown of the head to melt down. Wiggle out your face, release any tension that you could still be holding in your body. Good job. Wherever you are, bring those hands back under your face. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. All right, one more time. We're going to inhale, half lift. Turn and pivot towards the front of your mat. Let your front leg step back into downward dog. Pedal it out for a few breaths. Nod the head, yes and no. All right. Take a breath. Walk those feet to your hands, coming into that forward fold. All right, one more breath here. All right, now slowly ragdoll yourself back up to standing. Nice and slow, no hurries, no worries. Bring the shoulders and the head laugh. Step those feet out a little wider, shake the shoulders, adjust whatever needs a little love. And then come to the top of the mat. We're going to play a little bit here before we go all the way down. I know some of you have taken my class, have done this with me before, and it's a lot of fun. So have fun with it, all right? It's not, it seems like not something that we should all be able to do this, is what I'm trying to say. And if not, let's work on it. It's a fun way to work on it. You can report back to me next week and let me know how it went. So inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. And we're going to sit down without our hands, and then we're going to get ourselves back up, also without our hands, okay? So inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sink down into your chair. And slowly just bring yourself all the way down. Butt comes down to the ground. And we're going to roll down. Yep, come all the way down. And let the knees come into the chest. Give yourself a little love. All right, but not too much because I meant it when I said we're getting back up. So now give yourself a little momentum. You know, you can rock the knees, right? What do you need? And then when you're ready, we're going to come back up. So rock yourself forward, get up to those feet, and then sit back up, standing up. Come all the way up, up, up. Good job. Good job. All right. And we're going to do it again. 2 more times. Just go down and up, and then we'll meet back down, okay? Inhale. All the way up, reaching up, lifting up through the heart. Maybe even find a little baby back bend. And then when you're ready, sink into that chair. Go all the way down to the ground. Hands can stay forward, rolling back. We're going to come up. Good job. Reaching up. Beautiful. Give yourself a little moment to reset and then go again all the way up. Exhale, come back down. This time we're going to stay down on the ground. You're welcome. Okay, come on down. Draw those arms in. Get ready to relax down. Bringing the feet to the ground. Make sure you're in the center of your mat. If you moved your blanket out of the way and you'd like it back, now is a good time to slide it back underneath. That's where you like it to be. Also, like we did, actually, yep, I'm going to do that. You don't always have to do the same Shavasana, right? You can always change it up. So today, I'm going to put that roll back under my knees, right? Like we did in that seated forward fold. So find your Shavasana pose. We're not sinking down just yet, though. Just find the pose. Take some breaths here. Sigh them out. Put one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Then lift up one shoulder and one hip, and then lift up the other shoulder and the other hip, relaxing down. Feel that earth rising up to meet you. All right, now this little sequence that we're about to do, I want to just give you a little intro first and say that this is also something you could do before you go to bed or in the morning when you get up, okay? So we're laying down, just taking a moment for gratitude for this time, for this space and this practice together. Beautiful. All right, close your eyes if they're not closed already, bringing that gaze up to the third eye. Just thinking of one thing that we are thankful for in this moment. Maybe it's a sacred practice, that time and space on your mat that allows you to be so much more present in your day-to-day life by giving yourself some time to move and feel in your body. All right, inhale those knees slowly, one at a time, up into the chest. Wrap the hands around them. Sway side to side. Just let the lower half of the body go side to side now. Our twists earlier were for the top of the torso. This is for the bottom. So we're going to sway side to side. And let the feet come down to the ground, but keep them really close to your butt. If your roll is there, maybe you want to scoot it in between your feet and your butt, that blanket roll. Some people actually might want to put their feet on it. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so perfect. Now, inhale and sweep those arms all the way up over your head. Taking this half body stretch, reaching up, 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 wiggle the shoulders, lick the lips. Gaze is still at that third eye. Just feel into our body, into our space. Doing a check. See where else do we need to release any more tension, any more stale air. Okay, exhaling the arms out to the sides, rooting the shoulders into the ground. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, drop the knees over to one side. Beautiful. Inhale up through center, exhale to the other side. All right, inhale now. Knees are going to go up to one side. Take your head to the other side. Gaze is still to the third eye. The gentleness on the neck, inhaling up through center, exhaling to the opposite side. Giving those joints a little bit more love. All right, even it out. Make sure you've done the same amount on both sides. All right, now when you're ready, we're going to meet back in the center. So inhale, knees come up, head comes up, and then lift the leg up to the sky, and then lift another leg up to the sky. Lift your arms up to the sky. Point and flex your hands and feet. Point and flex your hands and feet. Do some ankle and wrist circles. Adjust anything else that needs an adjustment. Nice. Okay, now bring those hands back down, palms down, and we're going to do some bicycle legs. Point your toes and draw those knees into your chest. Big bicycle legs. All right, now as your arms are rooted down, just cycle over to one side. Give yourself a little bit of love in the abs. Yeah, just sliding over to the side and then go in through center. And it's like the lower your legs are to the ground, the more your abs will feel this. Sliding over to the other side. All right, come on back to center. Legs come all the way back up. Point and flex those feet. Now take a breath, and we're going to find a supine forward fold on the exhale. So legs come in down towards the chest. And just bring them in. Wrap your arms around them. Give yourself a little sway. And then as you exhale, let's find our happy baby. So knees bend and let the legs come apart to the sides. Knees are going to fall into your armpits a little bit. And then let the hands slide down the inside of the legs to your feet. So you can just sway side to side. Perhaps extending that leg out when you get to that side. And then to the other. What feels good in your hips? Maybe you like to open both and just rock side to side. Yogi's choice, what feels good to you? Some people like to hang on to their big toes with their peace fingers. Just really allow those hips to open. Some people, not so much. So you decide. That's a huge part of yoga, is using that discernment to decide what your body feels like today. And some days it likes these movements, and some days it doesn't want them. So you have to also notice how it feels today. So bring those knees back in and do some more circles. One hand to each knee and just gently circle around. And let's make sure we circle in both directions. Shoulders are anchored into the ground. If you don't feel like they have a good connection, lift them back up and let them sink back down. All right, feet coming to the ground. We're almost done, but not quite. So feet come to the ground. Take a breath here. Sigh it out. Good job. Now that we have those blocks nice and close, we're just going to find a supported bridge to end the practice. So gently take your block, and feet are still on the mat. Knees are still bent. Maybe your feet are on that rolled up blanket. Maybe not. This is up to you. Wherever you are, push into the ground with those feet and lift your hips up to the ground and take that block and slide it underneath your lower back. Not on your spine. We want this on your lower sacrum. Maybe lift those shoulders back up and let them anchor back down. And give yourself some moments to really release that lower back. Feeling the support of that block on whatever setting you put it on. We didn't do too many back bends today, so I didn't put it on a very high setting. I really just want a little bit of support. You could also, if this, as we melt down, if this is too much, you could even put that roll, that blanket roll under your block, just to give a little bit of a supported bridge. Now, if this feels really good and you're like, I would love some more, well, we could always do a little bit more, or not. If you don't, you could stay right wherever you are, whatever option you've chose. But if you want some more, push again through the ground with those feet and lift your hips back up. And let's bring our hands underneath, lifting one shoulder under and then the other, interlacing those fingers, making this really nice triangle with your arms, pushing into the ground, lifting those hips up to the sky. Make sure you don't close your throat. Find whatever kind of back bend your body is looking for in this moment. Maybe you want to come off that rolled up blanket, come into the ground so you have a little more grip on your feet. You could come up on the tippy toes. Options, you choose. Take a big breath in your bridge, whatever it may look like. Beautiful. We're going to gently come back down, releasing the hands. Slowly letting the hips come back down to the ground, one vertebrae at a time, and then lifting one shoulder out and out from underneath you, and then the other shoulder out and under. Just find a few more windshield wipers side to side. Yep, just a few. Beautiful. Now, again, you choose what would work good for you. You could stay into these windshield wipers, bring the arms out to the sides, and let the head go side to side to the other direction. That bridge was feeling really good to you and you'd like to pop up into a wheel, we'll just gently walk into that. So get whatever could be in the way out of the way as far as your hair or your clothing or whatever, whatnot, right? Just move it out of the way and then lift those shoulders up, push into the ground with the back of your head, and then bring the shoulders back down to the ground. Good job. We're going to take our hands, we're going to plant them right under the shoulders. So the fingers are facing towards your shoulders, right? And the elbows are reaching up towards the sky, pushing into the ground with the feet, pushing into the ground with the hands. Take a breath and going to inhale and you're going to lift those hips all the way up. Looking back towards the hands, down towards the mat, pushing down. Maybe you want to just play with it a little bit to see what would feel good in your wheel. Do you want to straighten the legs out a little bit, coming up onto the tippy toes? Maybe you want to stay on the heels, yogi's choice. Take a few breaths, nod your head yes and no. And then when you feel like you've had enough, gently come down. It's a one vertebrae at a time kind of thing. Bring the head down, the neck, the shoulders, the top of the torso, coming through that lower back, the hips. And then let the knees come up and just take a breath here. When you do a big back bend like that, you don't want to automatically bend the other way. You want to take your time going in between those poses. So that's where transition is really important. So just stay here for a moment, take a few breaths. How about a few wrist circles, just in case that was a bit much on your wrists. And then let's find a few more windshield wipers. And if any of you were still in the windshield wipers, now we're all back, full circle. Nice, take a breath. Good job, yogis. All right, now let's take a full body stretch. So get yourself wherever you'd like to be on that mat. Extend those arms nice and long. This time interlace the fingers the non-dominant way. Lift the head up, bring it back onto the mat. One leg long, then the other. Beautiful. Take 3 elongating breaths here. Feel that prana going through your body, circling around each vertebrae, all the way down the spine, through the hips, the pelvis, the legs, down the tips of the toes, and then coming all the way back up through that torso, through the heart, the lungs, coming through the shoulders, the neck, the arms, up into the face and the elbows and the fingers. You release those fingers, give them a little twinkle, twinkle the toes. Exhale, relax the hands back down. And now here, you find your final pose. Are you perfect exactly where you are? Do you want to lift those shoulders back up and anchor them back down? Is there an adjustment that would feel good to you? Maybe that rolled up blanket needs to slide in a different spot. Maybe you'd like to put on a layer, or one hand back at the heart, one hand back at the belly. Yogi's choice. What feels best to you? Relaxing down into that beautiful Shavasana, our meditation that really is the most important part of the practice, because this moment allows for integration. Integration of all the movements, all the thoughts, all the things that we've been culminating in this past hour. Really allowing them to become part of our journey. We can take them with us to wherever we are going next. Start to gently bring yourself back from wherever you may be, back to this space, back to your body, back to your breath. I invite you to enjoy another full body stretch from wherever you may be. Circle the wrists and the ankles. And then gently swim those arms down and help those knees come back up into your chest. Wrap your arms around them so you can give yourself a really big hug. Thank yourself for showing up for yourself, for your practice. Hopefully this class helps you release anything stale and really invite in all these fresh new ideas for our new year that we have entered. All right. Now, nice and slowly, gently roll yourself back up. We rolled ourselves down 3 times. So hopefully not all the way to standing. Let me be clear, just up to seated. So gently roll yourself up to that seated position. Good job. All right, so come on back. Bring yourself up. And take a few breaths to close out our class. Close out our time together. Thank you so much for joining me for another flow. If you like it, be sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. I'd love it if you subscribe to my channel so you could get any of my yoga classes and sound baths, which I think, hint, hint, is going to be coming next. So again, thank you. Let's take a few breaths together, really centering down into this practice, into our heart space. Inhale, sweeping those arms out and up. Exhaling back down through center, drawing that goodness in. Inhale, back out and up. Exhale, prayer hands, finding that gratitude for all those little things. Inhale, one more ginormous sun breath. Filling up with fresh, clean air, energy, and thoughts. Exhale, hands back together at prayer. Take a moment here. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. The light in me honors and bows to the sacred light in each of you.